I will not play the same person back to back. This is not back to back though, but I do have white back to back against Benko G. Let's try C4. My opponent is most likely typing that they are muting the stream. That's their MO. Just muted you this time, lost the stream last time. Okay. Let's go here. I'm gonna do this. Oh. Oh, okay, so what's the scoop? Alright, let's get a pawn in the center. Development time. Catalan-ish? Ish? Catalan. How could I be a pest? Let's develop. Development. What do I want to do? These are good questions. When you don't know what to say, what constructive thing to say, just ask questions and don't give answers. It's a wonderful trick. Wonderful trick. Those of you that might be wanting to broadcast, just ask questions. How about castles? And then pick up the bishop pair. Should I run for that right now? Would my opponent be afraid of knight here? Knight here, bishop here, h3, bishop there, g4. I'm weakening my king side here quite a bit. How can I get a good pawn break in? e4 if I can't do something about this guy. And if I don't do this right now, maybe there's h6 and then I could forget about trying to get the knight for bishop exchange. I can do queen here, and if queen b6, c5, queen takes, pawn takes, bishop back up, b4, b5. Ah, I want to try that. I like that better. This bishop might be slightly misplaced. Right? Queen b6, c5 forces the well, it really changes the complexion of the game. Here we go. By force, the queens must come off the board. By force, the A file will be open. And by force, if you haven't heard me say it enough, I will be able to exchange off this doubled B pawn. Because this guy is unprotected on A8. I might also want to look into just this. I might also not want to look into that. Or no. I think I really like that move. It's juicy. I think I might want to do it. What's the plan from here? Where's his dream square? Where is it? Can you guess? Where does he want to live? Any idea? Those of you that said on A5, you scored 2 points. He would love to be there. How does he get there? Boom, boom, boom. Is it worth the time invested to do that, though, is the other question. And I don't have answers to that, but if I had more time, these are lines that I would certainly be considering. Another one is bishop f4 to d6, just to prevent this e5 break. I believe that's one of the only breaks to maybe get in. My opponent is typing. Could be wrong, but I think the B pawn is going to kill me in this eventual endgame. I might want to track that guy right down. Do I do this first, though? No, my knight's going to take a hike. You might say, well, what if bishop c2? Well, what do? You play b4, you play rook a2, and then you jump into b3. This is purposeful, by the way. Maybe I should do this right now. This break is going to happen. I'm going to do something silly looking, but I think it's effective. No, maybe not. Pawn push? No. Let's go for it. I'm going to run right after him. You know what? I might not do this pawn move. If e5, I might do this. No, I might not, because of knight g4. I'm clearly confused right now. Pawn push, chop, chop. Rook check, my king is running to f1. Oh, man, I don't want to do that. Whoa! Oh, they felt the pressure. They were fearing the pressure. Okay, so now, okay, change of scenery here. Scenery has changed. How did it change? Let's kick this bishop away. So my opponent was just viewing that that was just going to be too much to deal with, so they were trying to alleviate my eventual long-term pressure against b7 if I was able to get the time in and put a knight on a5. Now I get the dark square bishop. I'm going to take him. And my knight's still going to go here to watch out for c4. I got to move faster. I just want to get developed now. Bishop d2, bishop b4. Let's go, bishop. You're not doing anything. Bishop b4. Oh. I really don't want to, I like my knight. I don't want, oh, no. Yeah, no. What am I doing? I'm not moving fast. Get this knight out of here. You can take my bishop. What's the material count here? Okay, if pawn push, I get this guy. Eventually. I really have to go quicker. Okay, rook c1. This guy is not doing anything right here. Let's go. I got to put pressure on c6, otherwise my knight would be trapped. Do I do f3, e4? Or maybe I just do b4. This is maybe clear. b4, knight b3, knight c5. Yep, that's the plan. Knight b3, knight c5. Let's go, knight. Here we go. Now I think I go with f3, e4. f3, e4. Pawn push. f6 pawn push. I'm looking at pawn breaks. A lot. Okay. Let's go, knight. Let's go, knight. Come on, knight. Okay, maybe king here, f4, e5. Flush this king back. Bishop here. I like king up right here. More central. Whoa. Alright, let's go here right now. Pre-move that. Less than 50. Okay. Tricky knight. This rook can't move. He can't be too happy. Bishop here maybe at some point. I'm gonna do this. I want to exchange some stuff. I want the files to open up, and then this becomes an inconvenience to have one of the rooks tethered to the defense of b7. Let's take like this. My rook could go somewhere else. Right here, you could be a pest. Watch out for the trickiness. Trickiness everywhere. Around every corner. I think right here, this bishop on h3 works well with my knight possibilities. King improvement. Pawn push next. For a second I was thinking the bishop had to react. I think now I have this. Rook takes, I get the bishop. Now, let's go here. Pawn push soon. Bishop here and then pawn push. Let's go here. 27. Where's my time? My opponent's going to flag me. I know it. I know it. I could just feel it. I don't want to go here. Pawn push takes. I'm in trouble. Let's go here. Okay, I have a lock. I have a lock, I think. And take my bishop. Connected past pawns. Oh, man. Uh-oh. I'm going to go with this one. No, this one. King's going to go here, isn't he? He is. Let's go over here. Pressure on this guy. Oh, I'm getting a pawn. They missed that my knight was there. Okay. This is definitely collapsing now. Where's the mate? Mate in 2 threat. Rook takes f. Mate in 2. Am I going to get the mate in 2 this time? Let's go, pawn. You're fast and you're past. Connected past pawns. Get this rook first. Grab this pawn and then promote. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Benko G. Always down to the wire here. Good game. Let's go back. I think you do have an opportunity to actually not cash in and grab that minor piece. Let's see. Be very aware of this idea. What am I talking about? Let's get to it. This move right here. Right here. Because of how white can continue with queen b3. Something you might think this might be one of those positions where you're like, you know what, let's grab my favorite coin and flip it and see heads e7, tails d6. No, there's a big difference. You go to d6, this queen b move, queen to b3, queen b6, I could force the situation. We could go quickly from a middle game to I guess it's still middle game-ish because it would only be the queens off the board, but we're definitely tending more towards the end game. If bishop d6, queen b3, queen b6, c5, there's not really a better way to maybe even defend this pawn either. I think you always kind of have to be in a position to meet queen b3 with queen b6. And it's the type of position where both sides benefit from having pawns doubled or benefit from having an open a-file. So what am I getting at? Maybe there's something other than bishop d6 because I think it turns out well for me after the queens come off and I have this a-file. So maybe what you could look into is knight here. If queen b3, queen b6. If c5, you could take my queen, recapture, play a6, and as soon as I play b4, you get your rook off of the a-file so I can't get in this b5 break. This is all very timely. Very timely. So look into this move right here, connecting your knights instead of the bishop move. Retain your bishop's options. In fact, maybe he does want to go here later, but at least retain that flexibility for your king bishop. This knight, he only has one option. Might as well throw him in there on d7. I think if this capture occurs, if black gives up the center, it allows for knight e5. I'm going to get this pawn back, and I'm also in a position to then play e4 with tempo, so I'm not so sure about giving up the center in this position. So anyhow, just some quick thoughts. There's a lot more to be said for this position, but it definitely gets into a critical line right here. Queen's coming off, and I get b5 in successfully, and, well, I press forward. And I get a knight on a5 long term. That's going to be an issue. Maybe your other try at this point, when I'm retreating with my knight, is to break right away. Right now with e5. If I go here, maybe you could take, you'd be on my knight. So if e5, I think I do e3. Takes, I want to be able to be in a spot to just recapture with my pawn. But then the e-file opens up, and I think I have to run away with my king to a not-so-great square. I think you can maybe get in with this e5 advance. Look into that in this particular position, maybe. And then playing on the e-file. So, okay.